All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome. So today, day before Thanksgiving. So for all the people out there, really quickly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Really do appreciate it. For all the people that have been following me for some time, love it. Really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And for all the people that have been purchasing a home through me and my company, we thank you guys very much. But let's get started. So today, November 22nd, right? Weather is great out here in Vegas. It's about 63. A couple days ago, it was pretty chilly, okay? And I want to get right into zip codes. There's a zip code right now, believe it or not, that actually had appreciated 57% in October. That is correct. 57%, guys. I can't believe it. Now, there's another zip code that's actually higher that appreciated about like 600 and something percent. But I'm really not going to count that because it's kind of more in a rural area and they just started developing. So those numbers for me is not going to be accurate to the housing market. But before I get into the exact zip code that has appreciated 57%, there's a couple announcements that I do want to share with you, and I think this is very important for all you guys out there. I just want to give you guys a quick update. So right now, Harmony Homes, right, is a local builder out here that's owned by Jim Rhodes, and I'm sure you guys heard of like Rose Ranch, which is a golf community located out in the southwest area. It's a guard-gated community, which is a nice community. So Harmony Homes, they've been building homes for a few years out here. They do build a lot of more your starter homes, the entry home level homes. Now, Quail Peak, they actually have one lot that's 79, and this is a 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and it's 1,435 square feet. Now, the interesting thing here is that a lot of builders are providing all these type of loan programs, right? And what I've noticed, what builders are now doing is taking away the incentives from the buyer's agent like myself and contributing that money towards the buy down closing costs. And for me, that's okay. It's not a big deal. However, that does change the market and kind of shifts the market a little bit between the relationship of builder and also agents out here in the marketplace. Now, this one right here, they're giving us an example of some of the options that they are offering. So it says the setup program rate as low as 3.99%, which is APR of 7.125% for the first 12 months. Now, don't only focus on the interest rate of 3.99. You have to focus on the APR. The APR at 7.125% is very high. This is the annual percentage rate. That's what you really got to be focusing on, guys. Just not only the interest rate, the fixed rate. Okay. Now this is for the first 12 months. So this tells me it's a 2-1 buy down or 3-2-1 buy down. And I personally, honestly, would stay away from that. Do not do that. For you guys, if you guys are looking to purchase a home and you're going to stay in there for the like 5 years, 6 years, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it is, it's always best that you try to negotiate and get the fixed rate. You don't want to do that adjustable. And the reason why you don't want to do this is because your rate could literally, or your monthly payment can start off at, $3,200 a month. The second year now it's like 36. Then the final year, the third year, now it's 38. The problem with that is you tend to get comfortable at the 36, right? And not only that, lenders will pre-qualify you for the max amount of your debt to income ratio, which means that you'll be qualified for that. But what happens is as the years go along, your mortgage gets adjusted, right, to a higher monthly payment. You can't afford that because you have to keep in demand with inflation. We have inflation every single year. Things are getting more and more expensive. And I know that a lot of lenders out there are going to tell you this, and they're probably going to hate me for this, where they say, oh, you can always refinance. No, you can't always refinance. You don't know where the market is going. So any lender that's telling you that, right, that's bullshit. And if you're a lender out there and you guys want to call me out on this, please, by all means, call me out. Let me know in the comments below. Because this is the only channel out here in Las Vegas that's going to tell you how it is, folks. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's just how it is. Not everybody's not going to like me because, you know, I am a little bit unorthodox and I do just tell the truth. And I don't do this manipulative, you know, tricks where we try to sell people, because that's not what we do. That's not how we do my business, okay? Now, we do have the market report, and this is actually for the month of October. Now, these are all lagging indicators because obviously I can't get you the updated reports for November because November is not completed. However, what I can tell you right now, right, for the last 7 days of the transactions that we have been closing out here in Las Vegas, okay, the median price point today, okay, $460,000. That's right, $460,000. You get 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2-car garage, roughly about 1,900 square feet. The average days in the market right now is less than 15 days. As the demand shortened, we also have less buyers, but the demand with the less buyers are still buying homes that are literally pushing pricing up. Yes, it's unbelievable. So for the market report here for the month of October, so for new home sales, we only closed 321. Resale was 1,761 homes. There was no short sales. Deed of trust, there was a total of 43 deed of trust. Now, REO, which is real estate owned, there were a total of 27. Now, notice a default. There were a total of 177 notice of defaults filed, but only 95 were actually sold at the auction last month. Now, I'm going to just kind of show you what this looks like here. Give me a second. Okay. So these are the numbers that we just went over. And this report is from Black Knight, which is a third-party company. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Clear Title. So if you are looking to use a title company and you want to do a transaction on your own, that's completely fine. You definitely want to consider Clear Title. And Simply Vegas is affiliated with this company. Also, if you want a discount, make sure to mention this video too as well. Now, the market activity by zip codes, this is all broken down as far as the appreciation with the zip codes. This is a little bit harder to really take a look at. However, we're just going to go skip down to the bottom, and I'm going to get straight to the cream of the crop. So, now what this is right here, this is a map of the Clark County, okay? And this just shows you the price appreciation just for the zip codes. So as you can see on the map right here, 57%, right? 89119. This is Paradise. This is where the airport is. This is where UNLV is, all that stuff. So the question is, why are the pricing going up here in this zip code? And matter of fact, why is it going up throughout the whole Las Vegas Valley? Well, if we take a look, the reason why certain zip codes will appreciate higher than certain other zip codes, like let's just say, you know, for instance, on the north side of the zip code of 89119 versus this zip code here, is because you have more clusters of a home. It's closer to the strip. And what happens is you don't have too much of the sales, right? And the people that are trying to sell it, what happens is they're just trying to get rid of their property. But then we have a zip code, if we head more north of the zip code, what you're going to tend to find out that there's a lot of investors, there's a lot of growth and things that are taking place over here. And this area right here is going to be the Flamingo area. And remember, we just had that F1 situation, right? So I think this is the reason why a lot of people are flocking to this, because they know now F1 for the next 9 more years, they're going to be coming out here. And what happens is you can literally buy a pretty good investment property. Also, you're starting to have some rehabbers coming out here too as well. But here's the fascinating thing. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Take a look at this. Way out in the Southwest in BFF or BFE. Yeah, maybe it's BFE, right? Yeah, it's BFE. Zip code 89161. 626%. Like I said, you can't really go off of this because there's really nothing out here. Some developer just probably bought some land out here and they're saying that, hey, you know what? Things are going up here, but there's no houses up there right now. But eventually there will be, okay? Here is the zip code turnover rates. So everything's all broken down. Now, guys, if you guys want this report, I'm going to show you exactly where to go get the report. In addition to the report, where to get the relocation guide too as well. Now, I've taken a lot of time to create these reports and also create the landing page for this too as well. So if you guys want the report, I'll show you just a second. So here we have the mortgage share, and this basically just shows you with all the companies, all the mortgage companies out there, who's doing business and what their market share is. So as you can see, housing and urban development, right? They did 250 loans last month, and market share is 6%. Rocket Mortgage again, which is a nationwide company, as you can see, they're all over the place. They're about 6%. American First Federal Credit Union, they're about 4.5%. Gill Mortgage, so on, so on. So this just kind of shows you guys what's going on, right? Now, let's take a look at distressed properties, okay? So as you can see for the notice of defaults have increased from the month prior. So from 149 all the way to 177. Notice of sale. So notice of default basically is where the owner of the property has not been making payments, 90 days late. They received the letter and say, hey, look, there's a notice of default. And typically about 120 days into it, then you get a notice of sale. So now a letter goes out from the bank and says, hey, we're going to sell your property. This is where it gets conveyed to the world. And then the deed of trust. This means that this property went to the notice of sale and went down to downtown, right? And I may film this. I'm not too sure. I don't know if those guys out there are going to like this. But the sale takes place. Once it takes place at the auction, typically what happens is the bank will have a reserve for that asset, right? If it doesn't meet it, then the banks will take that property back and list it with us, and we put it on the open market as a traditional sale. Now, sometimes what happens is investors, whatever the reserve is, let's say if it's $200,000, you may have an investor that's willing to pay, right, $210,000. At that point, they own the property, and then they own everything that is attached to the property. If there's any liens or litigations, whoever the first, second, third lien is, right? So you got to understand that game, okay? If you guys are gonna do something like this. Now we do have a staff and team in place that they do charge a fee that I can actually connect you with, and we can walk you through that process, okay? Here's all high rises. Again, if you guys want more information about this, like I said, I'm gonna show you exactly where to go to get this information. What else do we have here? We've got I've got one more. Okay. So Taylor Morrison has a couple properties that they literally need to sell, which is kind of crazy. So they have stuff in Pahrump. The original asking price was $357,000. Now they're selling it for $305,000. That's $52,000 in savings. So if you guys want to move out to Pahrump, the deals are out there, but you're probably about an hour drive. Okay. And also, if you guys want the standing inventory list, I'm going to show you guys where to go as well for the standing inventory list. So we have one right here in Henderson. We have another one here in North Las Vegas. You're saving $64,000. So guys, these are examples of the deals that are coming across my desk. And if you guys want the opportunity, what I want you to do is I want you to visit Chakits Krulsawat.com. If you don't know how to spell it, that's okay. I'm going to just pop it up on my screen here real quick so that way you guys can see it. So you're just going to type this up into your search engine. And if you guys want the standing inventory list, what you'll do is go ahead and plug in your information. Then one of our sales associates will reach on out to you and find out exactly what you're looking for, and we will provide that list based upon your purchasing power. Now, we talked about the market report. I spent a lot of time putting this together. Now, as soon as I launched this, or when I launched this, probably about 24 hours ago, we probably had about 15 inquiries regarding this. So this is how it works, okay? With the relocation guide, you're going to get a couple things. You're going to get instant access to the relocation guide. That's number one, okay? You're going to get the economic and housing updates, right? That's important. And also the Las Vegas housing report for the current month. All you're going to do is come here, click this, that you want your relocation guide and your report, and you click that, enter your information. So the economic housing update guide, right? So what is this update? So this is the update that talks about population, employment, tourism, housing, and projective or major projections. And the major projections, this section here is important because it shows you exactly the kind of money that Las Vegas is making and all the projects that is taking place here, like the Fontainebleau. How much does it cost, right? The new Dream Hotel, right? How many people they're going to employ, how much money they're going to be expecting to make, and all the new developments around town. Here with the Las Vegas relocation guide, we break everything down for you. We make it very simple. We do population, demographics, zip codes, newcomer resources, utility information, the DMV if you want to vote, employment, transportation, housing, galleries and museums, libraries, right? Hospitals, churches, like so on. We provide all this information for you. We make it very easy. But most importantly, the report, right, for the housing market. And this is based upon the month. So not October, we're talking about this month. So with this month, if you want this full report, all you got to do is enter your information and we will provide the package over to you instantly. So guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. And all the people that are watching this live right now, I do want to say I really appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Other than that, until next time, I'll see you guys on the next